Whether it's 700 pounds of pure horsepower, hitting the asphalt at over 200 miles per hour, or blazing 4.3 speed from some of the fastest college football players on the planet. Speed is the essence to success, especially in the high-profile world of NASCAR and college football.
Speed is kind of a relevant deal, but your reflexes stuff kind of gear up for whatever speed the game is.
I know I got you. If I get past you off the line, you don't touch me, then that's pretty much when I know it's over for that person who's ever trying to guard me, because all they're going to do is just see the back of my jersey the whole time.
I can run with the best of them, and I don't know, it's kind of cool just being fast sometimes, because you could beat him one time, he's got it stuck in his head that you're unstoppable.
And the comparisons between two of America's favorite pastimes just doesn't end there.
I see a lot of similarities between football and racing because it's physical and mental. But you don't mind running into people or, well, leaning on them, I put it that way.
They're rubbing when they're racing and we're hitting, so I think there's a good correlation there.
It winds up being a physical deal, but on the other hand, your mental part's got to control when you do that.
You got to kind of know what the other player's going to do before he does it sometimes. And so things like that, teamwork, the pit crew going out there and changing the tires real fast and stuff like that, and just being able just to tell yourself that you're the best and that you're going to win the race and that everything's going to be good.
It's just a kind of deal, I think, that a good athlete, from a race car driver and put him in a football, he might not be quite as good, and a football player wouldn't be quite as good in a race car, but the similarities are there, and I think that they would be able to appreciate that.
And the North Carolina Tar Heels got that opportunity to do just that right before their big game at the Meineke Car Care Bowl last season. We took the boys to the beast from the east, Lowe's Motor Speedway, to experience the ride of a lifetime with the Richard Petty driving experience.
When we got there, I guess the first thing we did was go over there and try to change the tires, which is a lot harder than you think. I couldn't do it very well, to say the least, but some of the guys got a hand on it.
And even the head coaches got into the action, as North Carolina's Butch Davis went head-to-head with West Virginia's Bill Stewart in a tire-changing contest.
I've been practicing probably for the better part of 2 or 3 weeks. No, I don't. It's just, whatever. It's fun. It's part of the pageantry that goes along with the bowl, and so it'll be fun.
1, 2, 3, go! There we go. There you go, coach. There you go.
And just as head coach Butch Davis has done all season, he led the Tar Heels to another win.
Yeah, we ended up winning that. Yeah, Coach Davis pulled it out, and I think we won by like 0.2 or 0.3 seconds, so it was a good W for us.
But the celebrations wouldn't last long, because it was now their time to ride.
They have no idea what they're getting ready to do, especially riding in the right seat, not having any control. The wall, you're sitting there right next to the wall, and they're going to experience speeds of over 150 miles an hour, and they've never done that before. And I don't care how much you prepare yourself and how fast you might have driven a car, you haven't come anywhere close to this.
When they cranked it up, your eyes just blinked up big like that. And I mean, it was just an experience, like you said, that you can't really explain it, because it's just you gotta feel the intensity.
Well, I'm a little nervous, I'll admit, I am, but I think I'm more excited than anything.
You're not first, you're last. PG go. Good. Ricky Bobby.
I think a lot of fans come with a different perspective of what it's going to be like, how it's going to be, and you get people come in there I can do this and all this stuff. And they get in that car and they just freeze up.
When we sat down in the race car, you know, when they put those straps on us, you know, we was locked down. You know, we weren't going anywhere. It's just like, you know, being on 31, you know, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, get the yardage, you know, and I mean, it's so intense that once everything's on, you know, you gotta go.
So they'll be doing about 165. It's like a simulated qualifying run.
It's like being in a little rocket ship, felt like. You know, tight, compact, and once you take off, you're pressed in the back of that seat.
Yeah, that's when those horses started running, man. You know, we went back a little bit and sharing stuff like that, and I just had my head back and was just looking out the window like that. Most people were like trying to record it. I wasn't trying to record nothing, man. I was just enjoying it, you know what I'm saying? Just sitting back and chilling, man.
Man, that was wild. I've never been pulled like that. I thought I was gonna fly outside of the car.
I tend to like driving on the high line. I get probably within 12 inches or so of the wall, and you can see their head turning, looking at it, and you can see their arms moving away like they really think they're gonna hit the wall, you know?
It really surprises people that run that the car's gonna stick. A lot of times they say that no way. You know, you watch it, you said you don't think anything about it, but when you're physically out there and you turn that wheel and you know that thing is going, you say, I hope it turns.
I mean, everybody was like, you know, what you think this is gonna be like? And everybody was like, man, this was real.
I'm nervous, all right. Never did this before.
You know, so I mean, you know, everybody had their own expectations, and the people in front of them was waiting, you know, for them to get out the car and see how their face looked, and you know what I'm saying, to, I guess, get themselves ready for what they were about to, you know what I'm saying, go through.
Officially, funnest day of my life, funnest thing I ever done. All y'all kids out there that don't watch stock racing need to get with it.